I'm just coming to you to talk to you about Thanksgiving unit that we are doing this month for homeschooling. It is a unit that I have kind of just say hi, Jackson. That's
Hi.
one of my little ones that I've just kind of thrown together myself. So I'm just going to go through like what we're using to just make it a little bit more Thanksgiving and a little bit more fun. And then so that we can also a few resources so we can learn about the history of Thanksgiving, right? Yeah. Have you learned about pilgrims and things so far? Yeah. And then what it means to be thankful. We've learned about that some too, haven't we? Yep. Okay, I'm going to do the video. You can go play, okay?
Yay!
Okay. To start off, I will start with the worksheets. We've got a few extra worksheets that we are using, and I got them off of Teacher Pay Teachers, and I can put the link. Sorry, he's playing in the kitchen while I'm doing this, so it might be a little noisy, but I can put the link in the comments. But they are the Moffat, I think they're called the Moffat girls, I believe. This is my first time using them. But they have, I'm trying to find the ones. They have just these Thanksgiving kindergarten prep, no packet, but I think they have them in like first grade, second grade too. So it just depends on what age your kiddos are. But I'm just going to show you some examples. I think a lot of the ones that we've used are in his folder right now. Like, here we go. This is one we'll eventually do. It's like color by sight word, and it's turkey, and then they have to make a sentence by cutting and pasting. Oh, look. My printer messed up. But they have to make a sentence by cutting and pasting the words to make it make sense. Another color by sight word. So they're all just very fun, fall themed. Jackson, go play. They're fun fall themed things. You know, count up to 20, and they're dice, or not dice, dominoes. So those are just, that's one thing. We're just using that as like supplement. I work full time as a nurse, and so on the days that I'm working, a lot of times I'll have these worksheets go with him wherever he's going, whether it be my family's house or his dad's house. And this is, you know, just something that he can do. Can still be school. He can still be learning. Like there's another one that's what's different. Find the difference. One that's different. One of the ones I liked the most is because we're working on the CVC words. These were just little turkeys, and they had to put them in the family, the and family. And that's the fun thing about homeschooling. You're supposed to cut them and paste them on a worksheet, and it had like spots underneath, but he wanted to make turkeys out of them, so we did it on construction paper, and he colored them. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Okay. So those are worksheets. That is like actual, like this regular learning just made November. So that is the first thing. And then I got on Amazon, and I can put the link in the comments for this too, but I got on Amazon, and they had these fall leaves. And we're going to do this next week. We haven't actually even done these yet. But I put the sight words on them. So we're going to do a game with sight words. So this is just something I created. There's and, which it's backwards on me. Let me flip it over for you guys. But we're going to play a game that I'm just creating, just basically about find this word in the pile of leaves. So we'll do that next week, just to practice sight words. And I have, I think, 200 came in here. So if you have a kid that knows a lot of sight words, you could go up to 200 if you wanted to. So there's that. We are only 3 weeks into homeschooling, so one of the things, Jackson, you gotta be quiet, honey. I'm sorry, but he wants to go wherever I go. So it's hard to do a video without him in the room with me. But because we were like 2 weeks into homeschooling when November hit, or only a week really, we hadn't gotten our groove down yet. We hadn't really started doing any kind of morning basket time, which I'm just slowly implementing with this Thanksgiving stuff. And so one of the things I wanted to start doing was reading chapter books out loud for me to read to him. So we picked up this Nate the Great Talks Turkey. It actually has Olivia Sharp in it too, which is Nate the Great's cousin. And some chapters are about her, and then some chapters are from his perspective. But it has been very fun. We only have one chapter left, so we have flown through this book. It's got lots of pictures. It's going to be great for kindergarten through probably second grade to read out loud. And then probably starting in first to second grade, they could start reading this to themselves. But this is our first Nate the Great, and we're going to find more because he is enjoying it. So we're going to get more. I am Nate the Great. Nate the Great, that's right. So this has been fun for us. We actually even took it to the doctor's today because we had a doctor's appointment and read it in the waiting room. So, and then we were literally on the last chapter when the doctor walked in the room. So we are going to probably finish that tomorrow. When that one is done, we have another chapter book. We've got 2 other options. So I'm going to let him pick what we do next.
I'm going to pick right now.
You're going to pick right now? Well, I got 2 different options. One I bought from Amazon. This is Junie B. Jones, Turkeys We Have Loved and Eaten and Other Thankful Stuff. So this is the one I think he's going to enjoy because I know Junie B. Jones is real fun and silly. But then there's also, I typically don't read things out of order. If a book has been written in order 1 through whatever, I typically read it in order. But this one's number 27, and we're going to read it out of order if this is the one he picks.
And this one is the first Thanksgiving.
Yes. This one we got from the library, and it is the Magic Tree House Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I've never read a Magic Tree House book. I've heard really good things about them, so he gets to pick between this and this for our chapter book when we're done. I bought these 2 because I thought even next year as he's reading on his own, they could be something that he picks up and we use. Magic Tree House, I've heard some people love them, some people don't, so we're just going to roll with it on that. So I'm not sure what we'll think about those because I've never experienced them. So those are chapter books, but then we also are doing storybooks. I went one night I could not sleep and I got on Hobby Lobby and all of their Thanksgiving stuff was like 50 to 60% off. So I got a lot of different Thanksgiving crafts. Jackson, can you hand me your bookmarks? Hey. Look, he's in here the whole time until I need him for something. Can you hand me those bookmarks over there?
Yeah.
I got a lot of Thanksgiving crafts. I got a game. I got a bunch of stuff. And then on their website also, because, Hobby Lobby's Christian, so is Bernstein Bears. On their website, they sold Bernstein Bears books, and they were also super discounted for Thanksgiving. So I got the Bernstein Bears Give Thanks, Bernstein Bears Harvest Festival. These were the fall themed ones I could find. And then we read this one today, Bernstein Bears Thanksgiving Blessings. And this one was really cool because it even went through like the history of Thanksgiving in that. So that was fun. I liked this book. Did you like this book?
Yeah.
Yep, it was pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good, I have to say. I think the Give Thanks one, they might have a video that goes along with it. I was trying to find. They have a Thanksgiving movie that we will probably watch. Just have not got around to it.
It's not good.
Okay, be quiet. And another book that I bought off of Amazon, we have not read it yet, but it is The Story of Pilgrims. So we have options for bedtime stories or just books to read throughout the day. And this is just one of them, along with those Bernstein Bears books. 2 books I had on my bookshelf that we just basically have a bag right now full of all Thanksgiving fall themed books. So we already read this one for a bedtime story, 1 Leaf, 2 Leaf, Count With Me. And then we have this one called Maple, and they both came from Imagination Library. If you're not signed up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, got a lot of great books through that. And then library books. We probably will not read all of these. I have so many. I kind of cleared our library out of library books.
Says turkey, turkey, turkey.
Turkey, 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 huh? Anything that had to do with giving thanks, Thanksgiving.
Ew.
Some of them are fiction, some of them are nonfiction. I'm trying to get them all piled up on the, and I'll go through them with you. We haven't really even dove into these yet.
Yeah, we read all of those.
We have not read all of these because we have been reading Nate the Great. So.
No.
Okay, Jax, that's enough. We've been reading Nate the Great, so we haven't really touched these. So I tried to find ones about being grateful, and then also ones about giving thanks, but then Thanksgiving, obviously, and turkeys. So this one is called Look and Be Grateful. It was just about what it means to have gratitude and gifts and stuff. So this one is real simple. This will probably be a bedtime story because I've got a 2-year-old also, and there was only a couple words on each page. So this will be one that we can read together. The Bernstein Bears was like too wordy for him. He just does not sit still. He's my get up and go kid all the time. Unless the TV's on, he loves cartoons. Then this one is Thanksgiving Day at Our House. I heard good reviews on this. We have not cracked this open, but I want to start reading. There's a poem, Thanksgiving poem on each page. So my goal was to read a poem a day, but we have chaos. Things that we plan and things that we do are not always lined up. But this week, I'm off all week. I work the weekend, so we're going to start adding this into our schedule this week, and that will give us 2 weeks before Thanksgiving of reading a poem, and we should get through with them. This one's a National Geographic, so it's nonfiction, and this is about celebrating Thanksgiving, holiday and other holidays around the world. So we'll probably just read. Oh, sorry, this is in their collection of called Holidays Around the World. So this is just one of those supplemental nonfiction books if we want to read more about the actual Thanksgiving facts and stuff. So it's an option. I literally just wanted to give him options. This one we will for sure read. It's called The Pilgrim's First Thanksgiving. And this was in their picture book section, it looks like. No. Yeah, I think so. But this was on display, and I took it off of their display because they always, my library, I don't know if yours does that, but like for the season, they always have a display of like what goes along with it. So there's that.
One time when I did better at karate.
Hold on just a second. Sorry, got interrupted with questions, but I'm going to finish going through the books, and then I'll move on to crafts that we're going to do or have already done. This is a Thanksgiving holiday cookbook. I really just got this so we could look at different, like I said, I'm a nurse. I work full time. And this year for Thanksgiving week, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So I've already talked to my mom, and I'm just doing like fruit tray and fruit dip. And maybe if I practice the recipe and get it down, we might do some pumpkin cream cheese muffins, but I'm not going to be responsible for very much of the dinner. But we grabbed this just in case, because it has like facts and stuff in it too. So I thought that maybe we could read a little bit more about Thanksgiving through that. It's an option. Now they are only 2 and 5, so I got all these from the library, knowing that we might not read them all. This one is just about the turkeys and the tradition of turkeys. So all about Thanksgiving turkey and why we use it on that, and then it goes into what the first Thanksgiving was and everything. So this one was when I looked up in my catalog at the library. I was looking at gratitude or giving thanks, and this was just a cute storybook about it, called There There, and it says Rabbit. This is the little excerpt about it. Rabbit is feeling crabby. It's raining and he hates being stuck inside. The roof leaks, the carrots are moldy, and worst of all, he stubs his toe. So he whines, he complains, he moans, he grumps, until Bear has had enough and decides it's time for Rabbit to learn to appreciate what he has. Using nothing but a lowly, common earthworm as an example, Bear teaches Rabbit a lesson about taking things for granted, something the worm knows all about. So that will be cute because kids are spoiled. And my kids especially are spoiled. I will deny it, unfortunately. But they have grandparents and dad that loves to buy them things. So that's we got to work on it.
I want to buy toys.
Yep, we love toys.
Yeah.
We love toys. If animals gave thanks, I thought this was really cute. This would be a cute one to read with my 2-year-old and him actually sit still. Towards the end of the day, nighttime, he typically sits still better for books, unless he's trying to keep himself awake. The Thankful book, this is just another one about Thanksgiving, or about being thankful, and it's not really Thanksgiving, but it's so colorful and fun. I feel like we had to add it to our book bag. We call it a book bag. This was another one I'm for sure going to get through. It says, if I were a kid at the first Thanksgiving, and it just puts it in perspective for us. There's a lot of like extra facts over here in these boxes, but because mine are so young, we'll just read this. We won't read the extra facts, and maybe save that and check it out from the library in a couple years and just add those in then. That's the thing. Like, I just look at it as like, we'll learn what we learned this year. We'll get out what we can out of that. And then next year we will learn more. Because I just feel like touching on the history of Thanksgiving or the history of all these holidays every year as they come around is going to be good. Like, I've already learned things going through these books with him, like that I forgot because we just touched on it briefly in elementary school, like maybe one year, and like, yeah, I remember the Mayflower, but I don't remember it came over in 1620 and all this stuff. So, and now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure it's 1620. This one's Thanks for Thanksgiving. This one looks really cute, and it's also got just a few words on each page, and it's about family and spending time together. So I thought that was going to be a cute one. Thanksgiving is here. This is another fun one. It looks like it's just all about family. My mom hosts every year. She has as long as I remember. I don't ever remember it not being at her house. So this is really cute. This is going to be our first year at Thanksgiving, missing my grandpa because he passed this year. So this will be the first major holiday since we've had anyone pass away. So this just family is important, and we are super family oriented. So I love any book that kind of breathes that into my kids. A short history of Thanksgiving. This one is full of good pictures. And it even just kind of breaks it down, what it goes over: giving thanks, coming to America, growing food, a U.S. holiday, and that's it. So I think it even touches on the U.S. holiday. Look, this Mayflower. Yep. So, what is it? This is talking about when it officially became a holiday. Abraham Lincoln made it one. All that stuff. So, I thought that was cool.
I love you, Mommy.
I love you too, honey. This was a new book at the library, brand new, just came out, and it's called Little Book of Thanks. And that little boy looked so cute, playing in the leaves. So I had to grab it. But I didn't even really look at it. That's terrible. It's a bunch of just quotes about being thankful.
Thanksgiving.
About being thankful. Like,
yeah.
Rest and be thankful, William Wordsworth. So that is cute. I love that. There's a Walt Whitman. I have perceived that to be with those I like is enough. Walt Whitman. So super cute. I love a good quote. I love a good quote. This one, we had a couple of those in our library. I've seen this one. I think if you don't have this or don't have access to it, I've even seen it on YouTube. You can listen to it, someone reading it. But this is the first Thanksgiving.
Hey, we already have one of those books.
We do, but this is a different one.
Yeah.
True story of the first Thanksgiving. And it's just each page is information. Just a different thing to cover. So you could even just do one page a day as you go through the month of November. And I'm actually going to come back to that book for that reason. I want to talk about that. This one is another. I thought this had. I literally just grabbed so many books. And this is another one that's like basically a page and a half. This even covers harvest festivals around the world. But about a page and a half about different aspects of Thanksgiving. So, and then it even talks about Sarah Hale, which was the lady that helped Thanksgiving become a holiday, which I didn't know until I did all this research on Thanksgiving for my kids. This one I'm excited about. It's called P is for Pilgrim, and then each page, my 2-year-old's working on learning the alphabet. He's got some letters down, but not all letters down, and I don't know if he'll sit through the whole thing, but I would love to at least point out the letters with him. There's a lot of information on these pages, but reading just even the excerpt of with the letter, I will do, and I'll just, the extra stuff we can do in a couple years as they get older. Thanksgiving Day Thanks. I thought these characters were so cute on the front cover. The little bear, so cute. Then we did Litter Critters Thanksgiving, Just a Special Thanksgiving. Another very first Thanksgiving. This one was also on display and it looked really, really good. Looked like it had a lot of facts, but also just short amount of words, which my 5-year-old can sit obviously through chapter books, but my other one, not so much.
Mommy, you bought a lot of books from the library.
I did get a lot of books from the library. This is Grace's Thanksgiving, and this one is a fiction book. So it talks about fall and Cleverleaf books, and it is got chapters in it, and it looks like a regular picture book, but it is nonfiction covering different things about Thanksgiving. So fun way for little kids to learn. And then Turk and Runt. So this is just a cute picture book about a turkey. So I thought that was fun. So those are the books. Man, that was a lot of them. Didn't even realize I had that many. That's really sad until I went through them. One more book that I was going to cover before I moved on to crafts that I got from Hobby Lobby. I got this off of Amazon. We have started it, but we are only like 2 chapters in, and it is What Was the First Thanksgiving. And we are 26 pages in, and we didn't even read it today, but I have debated, like this is the page we're on, about Plymouth Rock. The last thing we covered was the Mayflower, and we actually watched a video today. We didn't finish, watched half of it today. It's a 20-minute video of a virtual field trip on Scholastic's website of the Mayflower 2, which was the recreation of the Mayflower. So I can put that link in the comments for you. But I almost think this book is a little over our heads on where we're at. So I think I'm going to ditch this, move to this one that I was telling you about, like a page a day, ditch it, move to the picture book, readdress this at 2nd or 3rd grade, add it in to our Thanksgiving time then. I just think it's a little much. It's a lot of information. That's why it's like I've learned stuff, because it's so much information. It's a lot of dates. It's a lot of stuff. And I think that we can use this as he gets older, when he can grasp the information a little better. And for now, I'd rather just use the picture books that I've got from the library. I mean, I got so many good ones. I think I'm going to ditch this for this year and put it on the bookshelf. But crafts. This is the most fun part. So like I said, I went on Hobby Lobby and they had everything 50 to 60% off. And their crafts, I don't know if you've ever shopped them before for kids. I mean, like the most expensive one was like $4.99 originally. So half off, and I'm paying $2.50 for a craft. And we are using it not just with us, but like I had my nephews come over the other day, and my 4-year-old nephew did it with us. He took his home, but the first thing was, let me get them. I'm sorry. Thought I had everything, but I did not. The first craft we did, there was these Thanksgiving bookmarks. I wanted them in my books and stuff that we were reading. So I was like, let's start with those. And so what we did was we went around to my son that was 2, 5, and my nephew who's 4. We went around and we filled all these out. There's 2 on this one, 3 on this one, 2 on this one of things we're thankful for. And then they love to paint. We grabbed some paint brushes, and they went to town and they painted them. So these are our end results. My 5-year-old likes to he likes to paint things individually, so he did that. And my 2-year-old's barely paints, and then my nephew just painted the whole thing like one color. They're all so different. It's so funny to watch in those kind of scenarios. But they got to fill in like this one. My 5-year-old's thankful for mommy and playing with friends. And this one, his brother Cameron, his grandpa, and his house. So they're understanding what it means to be thankful. And even my 2-year-old, I asked him on the first one, what are you thankful for? And he said, pumpkins and me. I thought that was so cute. It was so innocent. He's 2 years old. And I'm like, what are you thankful for? And he says, pumpkins. And I was like, okay, I write that down. And I said, what else? And he said, and me. It was just so cute. So I think this, even though it's a craft, it's a great way to just think about what we are thankful for. This is cute. After we read a picture book, I'm going to let my kids do these. These are basically they're just sticker scenes. I have no clue what I'm going to do with all of them. They make 12, so we might just do 2 and then save the rest for other years. Next year there'll be 3 and 6, so I'm sure they'll still like stickers then. So even though I paid $2.50, I might get years and years of sticker scenes for Thanksgiving out of them. Another thing we got these feather headband kits. So we're going to make these the days that we really dive deep into some Indian, talking about the Indians and their part of Thanksgiving. And it comes with all these different pieces. It's got the bands, and they can decorate the band, and then the feathers stick out. And they're foam. They're going to be easy to put together. So both of my kids will be able to do it. So that will be fun. I'm hoping, I don't know if the foam is sticky. Yeah, they're sticky squares. So they don't have to glue or anything like that. Sticky squares. Stickers. My kids at this age can do stickers. Another thing we got. This one was a little bit more expensive. But I need to have craft day with some friends because I have so many of these things. This one makes 12. Sticker scenes make 12. This one makes 12. What am I going to do with 12? I have got 2 kids. But it's okay. It's fun. And we can do it again for years and years. Or we can have a Thanksgiving day where people come over and we craft together for all day. Haven't decided yet. We're new to homeschooling, so we don't really have the homeschooling friends yet. But maybe we'll make them in the next 2 weeks. You never know. And this one is a cute little foam turkey kit where they can put the feathers on and the face and the hat. He's got a little pilgrim hat. So cute. We got 2 more crafts, it looks like. We clearly need to get crafting since we've only done these so far. We've used other things from Hobby Lobby, but we've only done those 2 crafts. Thanksgiving dinner kit. I thought this was super cute, and we will have to do it together because there's only one dinner kit, but they're just little wooden blocks, and there's stands to put them up, and we'll put them around a table and make a little dinner scene out of them. It's got food and stuff. And then these, they're looking forward to. They're sun catchers that we might do these tomorrow. We'll see. But, just paint the sun catchers, and they have an owl, a thing that says give thanks, a scarecrow, a turkey, happy fall, and pumpkins. So these aren't even really all Thanksgiving ones. Some of them are fall. And I thought $6. Okay, so half off of that. I think I paid $2 or $3 for these. And there's 12 in those. What am I going to do with all these 12 things? And then the last thing, which we have already had fun with. This is the last part of our Thanksgiving unit, and then I'm done wrapping up this long video because I feel like it went way longer than I thought. I thought I'd get this all in 10 minutes. Nope, not happening. The last thing is this turkey dice game, and that's the instructions, so you can't really see. Let me pull out one. We played it the first time with me and my 5-year-old did it while my little guy was at preschool. He goes to preschool 1 day a week. And then we did it today with him. And, I mean, he'd never really played a game before, so it was good to follow instructions. It was good it was fun. We all enjoyed it. And we've still got 3 cards left, I think. 3 play cards left, so we can still play this one more time, all 3 of us together. If I could get one of these out, that'd be great. But it's so cute. It was called Build a Turkey game. And there was 8 sticker sheets, so we've got one more round. But you get a turkey sheet that's plain, like this. You roll your little dice. Whenever it comes up there's little sticker sheets. And if you roll orange, for instance, you get to put your little, it's dark orange right here. You get to put your little orange sticker on. Well, if you roll orange again, you have to forfeit your turn. So whoever fills out their turkey the fastest is the winner. But I really enjoyed watching, like, this is my 2-year-old's. So clearly, you know, he's not going to stick the stickers everywhere in the right spot like Mommy did. But I loved watching him match colors. So he matched his purple. There's got the dots on it. He matched his colors just perfect with the feathers. So it's, even though they're having fun, you know, it's easy for my 5-year-old. It's just a fun game. But for my 2-year-old, he's actually learning color matching. So, and this was $3.99 before the discount. So I think I paid like $1.79 for this game. So we've had $1.79 worth of fun out of it already, and we can still play one more round. So that is our Thanksgiving unit. It's kind of like my first unit study. We're only 3 weeks into homeschooling. It's kind of been fly by the seat of our pants. We actually did a field trip last week to Conner Prairie, which is a local, like, I think it's like 1800s-ish village, but the village thing is actually closed right now because of after November they close it till spring. But they don't have these indoor, like, interactive things to play. And honestly, we'll probably be getting a year membership there. It's only $10 a month for a year, and we spent $27 on one time. So, but it was so fun. And it's a lot of, like, older toys and just more, I don't know, I guess Montessori, or however you say it. Listen, I'm new to all this homeschool stuff. Type play, like the dress up, the puppets. There was a lot of that. There was a craft corner. It was so much fun. So we added that field trip in as part of it. We met with a couple other families, and one of the moms is deaf, and so she was teaching sign language, and Jackson really enjoyed that. We talked about learning sign language here at home together, but haven't found a good resource for that yet. So if you have one, comment on this video, give me a good resource for learning some sign language. I don't know any. I knew some back when I was like a teenager, but not anymore. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. This is a whole new channel. This is a whole new world for me. So I'd love to interact with you. Please comment. Let me get to know you. And I hope you have a good day. Thanks.